Hello, welcome back to my channel. We are going to be doing my IPSY for the month of July. I apologize that this is a little bit late. I was out of town for 3 weeks. So we have the IPSY with a couple of add-ons and then some extra add-ons that I ordered after the fact. So if you want to see what I got in this month's box, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'll try and remember and do these last. And then oh, I have scissors right here. I was gonna say, I don't think I have anything to open these, but I do. I did leave a pair of one of my daughter's scissors on the table. Okay, as I dump everything out. Hopefully stuff is packaged better. I have been seeing the last couple of months where stuff has been broken. I don't feel like they're packaging as well as Boxycharm did in the past, so we'll see. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully nothing is broken. So this is an add-on. What are you? I think that's an add-on. Let me go in and figure out what the main items were and what the add-ons were. Okay, so I just went in and looked. Separated the add-ons in the main box with the stuff. Okay, so that, and that. So the two items that they pre-selected for me, the first one being a palette, and this is from Ciate London. This is the Brazilian Glow. It's a mauve, like women's themed palette. It's about the same size as this. I really like that one. I had it was like some sort of a New England palette. It was mostly shimmers. I decluttered it because I just never reached for it. I don't think I still have that in my collection, but I thought that this looked pretty. I haven't swatched it, but there's the color story. So I got that, and it looks, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. So out of 20, so it's half matte, it's half shimmer. So that's good. So that is the first item. I'm gonna start a garbage pile. So we got the palette, and then the other, they pre-select 2 and then you pick 3. So the other item is from Keys, and this is Protect Your Light Daily Moisturizer with SPF 30. Which sounded really good. I did finally find a sunscreen, and I'll have to show it in a video that it gives me some glow. It has a good SPF. It doesn't make anything like my skincare, my makeup like pill up or anything weird, but I did appreciate that this was both, and I have liked the stuff from this brand that I've tried, so I'm not upset about this. Do I need another moisturizer? Probably not, but again, I do like that it's moisturizer and sunscreen. Okay, so for the things that I picked, the first one is from Treloose, and this is a highlighting duo. I remember, I might need to keep those scissors out. I remember years ago that this brand was in the IPSY like glam bag quite a bit, because I remember getting like some single blushes and like a single eyeshadow. I think I had a foundation stick. I did declutter the foundation stick just because it was a little bit heavy, but this is Playa Dreams. There's Everlasting is the cream, and Paradise is the powder. Oh, and there is a shield over the cream, which is nice. So then you're not getting powder in your cream. So that is handy. I thought maybe the pan was starting to come out, but there's the two. Try and do them up here. The cream actually feels really nice. Cream highlighter is the one thing that I really have not gotten into yet. I've slowly been using more cream bronzers. I use those quite a bit, and then some cream blush, but highlighter is the one thing, but those are both nice. I do like the idea of layering everything. So I do have a Benefit cream highlighter that I do like. And it is nice because I feel like these two would layer nicely together. They're the same tone and everything. Very creamy feeling. So there is that. I put this back in the box. I think I'm just gonna take this out of the box because I will put this in my drawer and kind of move some of my skincare, that's where my makeup is, around. I try and keep some stuff at my desk, and then I have separate stuff in my bathroom. It's not that far, but I'm somebody that, you know, if it makes it easier, I will use it more. So this one will definitely go in the drawer where my makeup is. And then I got, this is Lip and Cheek from Lucky Chic. We got lip liners last month, and I think those were an item that I had picked also, but this is a cream blush. What shade is it? Is Lucky Days? Yes, Lucky Days is the shade. So there it is. I don't tend to use these kinds of products on my lips. I just use them as, and that's a pretty color. I have a cream blush that I've actually been using a fair amount from Milk Makeup that I've had forever, and I finally started using it. It's a very similar like shade, very universal, like everyday. It layers really well. No smell. But this obviously is a bigger stick, but I like the color of this. And again, this is one where it's pretty neutral, so I feel like I could layer multiple like powder, different colored powder blushes on top of it, so that is nice. And then the last item that I picked was a setting spray. This is from Ace Beauté. This is the Seal It. This is supposed to be their equivalent to like the Urban Decay All Nighter, and the reviews that I've seen so far seem like it's pretty comparable. I'll have to see. Elf also makes one. It comes in a green bottle that is also like a 16-hour, very equivalent to the Urban Decay. So I'm excited to have this just because I haven't I do still have All Nighter spray left, but I haven't repurchased it in a while because it is a pricey spray. So I'm happy to have that. Hopefully that's a good alternative. So let's look at all of the add-ons. Hopefully the eyeshadow palette is not broken because I have been seeing that come broken. And then let me open up what is in here so that I don't forget. We'll just do it all together because I did some add-ons with the initial when you go in to pick your items, and then a couple days later I added on, this was a little like set, and I'll explain why I picked this. So first off, from Iconic London, this is a sheer blush in Power Pink. I have a cream blush palette from Iconic London that I've been debating about decluttering, but it's just bulky. Like my blush drawer is full, so something like this in a tube is way less space, and that's a really pretty color. It's very serum-y, very light, but I think as long as it doesn't lift foundation, I think that'll be a good one again to layer, especially some like brighter pinks on top. I did get a brow pencil. My hair is black now. I went from dark, like super dark brown to black. And so this is in the shade, I think it was supposed to be like light black, which isn't, I don't think really a thing, really a color. Just, this was supposed to be, yeah, black. This is in the shade black because I have a lot of brow pencils in various colors. I did a video a couple of years ago for Halloween where I did a werewolf, and all of the hairs were drawn on with different shades of brow pencils. So I do have various shades of taupe and brown, but I don't have anything that's actually black other than, am I twisting this the right way? Going clockwise. is not twisting up. There is a spoolie on it. Let me see if I can get this up. Okay, I never could get it twisted up. That's what the shade is supposed to be. So I think that's a good color. There was some like on the side right here. I'll have to look and see. I've been clicking for forever and I never did get it to twist up all the way. So I might have to contact customer service about that, but there's that. If I can get it to come up, I think that shade will be fine to have if I can get it to work. And then I got, this is the travel size of the Power Grip with niacinamide. I don't care for the green one on my whole face. It's just overly, like, way too sticky for me. I have had several of you guys tell me that this one is better. And I like that it's smaller because I'll probably never use this up, let alone like the giant tube. So I figured I would get the small one to try it. Hopefully it is better. I tend to just use the green one on my nose, but if this one's a little bit less sticky, then I'll start using this on my whole face. But again, I like that this is a smaller size. I threw the box, so I don't know how much this is, but it's smaller. So happy to have that. Let's look at the palette, because this is the one thing that I've been seeing people get that has come broken. This is the Natasha Denona 5-pan in Fez. Let's see. Yeah, mine is a little bit loose, but it's not completely shattered. It's this brown shade. This is the one that I've been seeing come broken. Somebody that I watched online had a theory that they, you know, had issues with this palette in when they were producing it with the shade. So they sold, their conspiracy was that they sold the stock to Boxycharm really cheap just to get rid of them. This feels like it's like a cream to powder. So the shadow itself just came loose. Mine didn't come out all the way. Let me see if I can. There's the shadow. Mine didn't come completely dislodged and shatter, which is nice because I did see other people's like come where it was completely shattered, and it was always that shade. So I think there might be some truth to that, where it looks like the blue and the brown are the cream to powder. You have the shimmer and then the other two mattes. So the cream to powders are mattes, but again, it's a different formula. But it's a pretty palette, and I'm glad mine was salvageable. I just re-pushed it back in. So thankfully mine wasn't completely broken. Like I said, I saw some people get it and it was completely like shattered, a mess all over the place. Okay, and then the last thing that I got, this was a set, so it came with the sponge, and I got it. This was my favorite BB cream for a long, long time. This is the Pure Lease. It has an SPF 30. This is in the shade medium, which is a hair too dark. I generally wear the light, but I have a like tinted moisturizer from Synergens that's a little bit too light for me, and I never use it. So I thought maybe if I got this, I could mix the two and then get use out of that other one. Now Synergens is kind of it's an MLM company, but since I have it, I'm trying to use up, and it doesn't seem like that's that bad actually. I might be able to use it on its own, but I figured if this was a little bit too dark, I could mix it with that other one that's a little bit light, like I said, and get use out of that other one, because the other one makes me look a little bit ghostly. But on my hand, that actually doesn't look that bad. So I was happy to get another one, because like I said, I'm almost out of the one in light, and this is kind of pricey, and it's one of my favorite like BB creams. So it gives you a little bit more coverage than a tinted moisturizer, but it feels like a tinted moisturizer. And then it came with their perfecting blending sponge, which I'll leave in the package and put in my overflow. So that is everything that I got this month. I didn't think this was a bad box. I'm thankful that my stuff, again, didn't come broken. You'll have to let me know what you thought of this month's box. A lot of people are upset with Boxycharm, IPSY, whatever you want to call them now. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. I think it was worth it with like the add-on stuff. The only thing that I'm having issues with was the brow pencil, but I'll contact customer service and see what they say. So yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure you take a moment, hit that subscribe button if you're not already. And hopefully I'll see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.